And Mr. Benjamin, quickly, your campaign, in your submission, you said raised about $170,000 from everyday Australians, funding billboards, a citizens lobbyist, and a submission to this very inquiry. I mean, at the same time, what we're seeing is gas companies spending millions of dollars on lobbyists, industry dinners, and political donations. When ordinary Australians have to come together and crowdfund just to have their voices heard in a parliamentary inquiry about resources they legally own, what does that tell us about the state of our democracy? And what would you suggest is the single most important thing this committee could do to fix it?
It shows how little faith regular punters have in our politicians at the moment to stand up for us, like Richard was sort of saying. And yeah, I can point to a lot of people online, and people can dismiss that and go, oh, it's just people liking social media posts. But like you noted, I have raised close to $200,000 from people. You can go to the Chuff campaigns and see the small donations that have come in. We are so desperate to get paid what we are owed. We are throwing our own money to get, I have it, a lobbyist now. Our own lobbyist, that we feel like we have to send in a lobbyist, because when we look at the politicians, it is as simple as this. When we look at this issue, who are you getting your talking points from? Are you getting your talking points from the gas lobby? Like Richard's pointed out, they're not really on our team. They get rich when we don't understand something, right? And it's as clear cut as that when politicians get to make a decision on this single issue. So I think the single best thing to come to your question that Parliament could do to restore trust, I genuinely think it would ending its connections, close ties with lobbyists. And I personally think, if I'm suggesting policies right now, stopping allowing politicians, people in front of me, going to work in the industries that they literally wrote the rules for. I've got a list of politicians who are still to this day, who were resource ministers, gas lobbyists. Now, to the regular punter, we're like, well, hang on. Richard's saying we're getting ripped off, we're not standing up to us, but hang on, who wrote those rules? Hang on, that person's a gas lobbyist now. This blows our mind. So if you really want to restore faith and in democracy and don't have to have me fundraise for a lobbyist to like get heard on this issue, let's start there. Don't take jobs as lobbyists when you finish. Go be a teacher, go be a nurse. There's plenty of other jobs out there. I won't be a lobbyist. I'll employ one. But maybe our politicians could also not do that, and we can believe that you can stand up for us and not the gas lobby.
Can I just add that we know the gas industry spends more on PR than it pays in PRRT.
It's a good return on investment.
That's just ridiculous.
Well, we know this to be true. And the only reason that campaigns like Konrad's and research by the Australian Institute, the only reason it's having any impact is luckily it's so much cheaper to tell the truth. Luckily, it's just actually cheap to read the budget papers and read the ABS statistics and go and find what the Japanese government says about their import tax. Luckily, that's cheap to do, because otherwise, we would still be sitting here pretending we're poor, pretending we've got no choice but to cut the NDIS while giving away, $17 billion a year worth of free gas.